While working as an ELL teacher for 6 years at an international school in Korea, I had an opportunity to support students from diverse language backgrounds with varying levels of English proficiency. Many students were hesitant to participate in a classroom discussion, not because they are lack of ideas, but because they lack the linguistic tools to express themselves. So for me, to address this, I implemented a range of scaffolding strategies to support their language development and increase their participation. So one of the method that I was using was to provide a sentence frame such as I agree with the character because, or one example from the text is extra. This allows students to engage in academic discussions with confidence. I also use a visual and think pair share activities and pre-teaching of key vocab to prepare students before group dialogues. Over time, students who were initially reluctant speakers became more confident and expressive. So scaffolding did not only help students to practice English in context, but also it gave the students structure access to higher order thinking in their classroom. And for the second one, using students' native language as a classroom resource. So in my classroom, students spoke Korean, Chinese, Japanese, Arabic, and French. Instead of discouraging native language use, I embraced it as a bridge to support English acquisition. For example, when introducing a new academic vocabulary, I encourage students to identify the cognates or find the definition in their first language before translating them into English. So this dual language approach helped clarify meaning, especially for after concept. So I recall this Russian speaking student who struggled with understanding the literacy themes. So I allowed him to summarize a short story in Russian first, and then we worked together to translate it into the English. So this process not only improved his comprehension, but also built his confidence. So I believe encouraging the use of home language affirmed students to identities and created more inclusive and respectful learning environment. It also aligned with research showing that the first language literacy supports a second language development through a positive transfer of skills. Last, the best practice for teaching academic vocab and the content to ELL and MLL students could be that repetition and intentional planning. So I found that introducing vocab and context rather than in isolation was very, very important and essential. Right. So before starting a unit of government and social studies, for example, I taught the key terms like citizen, law, responsibilities, using the real life examples or even visual or showing the maps. So students can apply these words through discussion, writing, and like speaking, and then having a role playing. I also focus on teaching word parts such as prefixes and roots. So when students learn the word transport, I introduce related words like transmit and transform. So transport, transmit, transform, helping them make the connection across the disciplines. So this systematic approach supported long intention and helped students to decode the unfamiliar terms, right? So my experience at an international school taught me that scaffolding, using native language integration, and expliciting academic vocab instruction were like one of the best practices. And it was essential for supporting our ELL and MLL students to become successful. So I believe these are the strategies that could foster engagement, comprehension, and give them a deeper sense of belonging among the whole students. Thank you for listening.